Did you like that movie?
Yes.
I cannot believe you.
You didn't like it?
No, that was $10 and 2 hours of my life that I will never get back.
You went to see it too?
Yes, and I can't help but imagine what I could have been doing instead.
Well, I didn't like it enough to want to own it on Blu-ray.
Good.
You know, I've been going to movie theaters ever since I was 5 years old. But when I first began doing these 3 movies in the same day trips to movie theaters, I never imagined it would earn me a membership with an excellent health clinic like the one that I am with now.
Well, a big part of what keeps a place like that going is the generous donations they receive from the local movie theaters. It's seen as a miracle by some in this era of at-home streaming. And until at-home streaming does the same thing to them, they are going to need the movie theaters to keep on thriving.
I completely agree. And I'm happy that a lot of the money that I've paid to the theaters over the years has gone to a really good cause.
And if you hadn't been going to see multiple movies in the same day, they likely would never have learned about you.
How do you know so much about that?
Because I work for them, that's why. Yes, it does. After having him come in for several checkups, they discovered he has several organs they need. Go ahead and get to work on him.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the long overdue Q&A video. Sorry it took so long. I had to deal with some family issues, which I won't go into detail about, but now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's just dive straight into those questions. Why did you switch from viewing movies online that were rated G or PG to ones that are rated PG-13 or R, and even movies that are unrated? This includes movies like The Last House on the Left and The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I never would have thought you were into those types of movies. Plus, you don't seem to have any trouble whatsoever with watching them. I just wanted to switch everything up so I could reach more than one type of audience. As for not having trouble watching them, all I can say is, I know that it's all make-believe. Next question. This sudden and totally unexpected change with your channel has cost you many of your subscribers. Doesn't that bother you? No, not really, because I'm also getting new subscribers. Before you know it, I'll be right back where I was before. Next question. I watched all of your videos before the change and then all of the ones since. Have you been possessed? No, not at all. I am still me. Speaking of being possessed, I'll be watching The Exorcist next. Stay tuned. The original one, I mean. Do you have a sister? If so, what is her name? Yes, I do. Her name is Madeline. But we don't talk. That is all I'm going to say. Next question. Is your sister a twin? If so, are you her and pretending to be Marilyn? Next question. Marilyn, I'm back.
So, how are you, Caitlin?
Fine. Just fine. Why shouldn't I be? It's been a year now. Shouldn't what happened be considered old news by now?
Well, I do agree with that, but lately, a number of your friends and family members have come to me about you. They are concerned. Even though what happened to you should be considered old news, they told me that you still talk about the man who kidnapped you. And the way you talk about him sounds as if you miss him. A lot. They are worried that you have feelings for him. Do you, Caitlin? Did you ever feel that way about him? And if so, do you still feel that way?
Top news story this evening, a topic unheard of in this peaceful community, grave robbing. 6 days ago, shortly before dawn last Thursday morning, the caretaker at the local cemetery discovered one of the caskets had been exhumed from the grave of deceased criminal Garrett Stello, who was remembered by this community as the man who kidnapped 20-year-old resident Caitlin Mason exactly 1 year ago and held her hostage for almost 3 weeks before finally being both found and gunned down by the authorities. The girl was completely unharmed and was returned to her family. When authorities arrived at the cemetery, they saw that even though Stello's casket was still there, his body was not.
Hey, baby. How was your day?
hope I don't get too many more tonight. I'm enjoying this crap too much.
Aren't you a little old for this?
Yes. Nice payday. What the hell? $666? I did not make that withdrawal. Did you find out who or what was responsible for the unexpected withdrawal of $666 from my previous account last month? No? Alright, just keep trying, and let me know as soon as you find out. What the fuck? They did it to me again! $666! What the fuck is going on? What do you mean you can't figure out who they are? The same place is stolen from me twice. It's the same amount as last time. They now have stolen $1,332 from me. How can this still be happening? Alright, thieves. Here's your $666 for this month. You want it? You're gonna have to kill me for it. I got you. I beat you. You can't rob me now. Now who could that be?
Do you remember the last time we were together in a parked car?
I try to forget about it.
Sorry. Bet you wish your spider toy would crawl on me and bite me, huh?
Not only that, but I wish it would grow into a spider so large that it could have the ability to stuff you entirely in its mouth and swallow you in one big gulp.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, nature's calling. I'll be right back.
Sure, take your time.
That's my girl. Ah, there's more drool than blood. Ah, well, I've got tomorrow off, so I can spend the day cleaning. Asshole. I love you, Alessia. I don't know where I would be without you.
All that time and money I will never get back because of her. Boy, does love hurt sometimes. But I have to admit, I do feel better.
"911, what's your emergency?"
Yes. My name is Marissa, and my roommate's ex-boyfriend is in our apartment. At the moment, he is passed out drunk in the bathtub. I didn't find any signs of forced entry, but the front door was unlocked. My roommate hasn't yet changed the locks, and I'm assuming he still has his key to the apartment and came in here while we were asleep. He probably didn't even realize that he was coming inside the wrong place due to being intoxicated.
Are you and your roommate safely out of the residence?
I am, but my roommate is not.
Has the intruder harmed your roommate in any way? Ma'am, where is your roommate?
She's still in her bed.
Has the intruder harmed your roommate in any way?
Hey, I'm really sorry about my neighbor. She has OCD, and so she has this habit of constantly checking more than a few times after going to bed to make sure that her heater and stove are really off and that her front door is really locked, when it is so obvious the first time that they all are. And I'm sure she checks more than those. Obviously, she should not be allowed to have a clapper. Babe? Next time you go clap, clap, you'll go boom, boom.
Shortly before dawn this morning, authorities arrested local resident Justin Green and charged him with illegal possession of explosives and other related materials. The arrest was made possible due to a young woman providing the local authorities with photographic evidence of the crimes due to having been inside Mr. Green's house during the night.
Hey, it's Tara. What's up? Just kidding. Leave me your name and I'll get back to you when I can. That is, if I want to.
Tara, it's Allison. I'm in trouble. Remember that guy named Todd I told you about, who I saw last week? Turns out he's the other one I've been talking to online. He tricked me into meeting him again. I got out of the place and drove off as fast as I could, but he started following me. At one point I lost him, but then I ran over something in the road and caused one of my tires to blow. Now I'm stuck out in the middle of nowhere and my phone's battery just died. I'm going to see if there's anyone around who can help me. By the way, I am so sorry that I never thanked you for putting that fire axe in my trunk.
Now, what was it you said to me last Saturday?
No more watching scary movies with you on Friday nights because I've been having too many nightmares.
That was in the morning. I mean, after that.
You need to find a new job soon because I can't deal with all the bills by myself?
That was in the afternoon. I mean, in the evening when you came home from your most recent date.
Oh, that! I said no more dating for me for a while because that guy named Todd was just too scary.
And what is it that you're doing tonight?
Look, it was just something I said in the moment. If I had just given birth, I would say, no more babies for me for a while. But I would eventually want another one. You know how much I want to have kids.
Did you just describe to me what will happen 9 months from tonight?
Look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I assure you, I'm not done being your roommate just yet.
Well, that's very sweet of you, Allison. By the way, tonight's date hasn't asked you if he could see me, has he?
No, he hasn't. So far, he doesn't seem to be anything like the guy from last week.
Well, I put the wood-splitting axe in the trunk, just in case.
That won't be necessary. I'm all set to defend myself.
With what? Pepper spray?
No, I have a knife strapped to my thigh.
Really?
No.
You know, that would be a good idea.
Well, if there ends up being no second date with tonight's guy, then I'll keep it in mind for future dates.
Alright, let's hope that there's no second date with him.
What?
So then I know what to get you for your birthday.
For real?
Well, you're very difficult to shop for.
Whatever. Is it time?
Yes, it starts in 20 minutes.
How long is it?
3 hours.
That's plenty of time for me. I'll be outside to pick you up when it's over.
Thanks, girl. Have fun.
You too, while the theater still exists.
Okay, see ya.
Bye. Is that Todd? So explain to me again why I'm here and will have to be for the next 6 days?
Well, it has to do with my history of living in apartments. By the way, this is the 6th apartment that I've lived in since moving out of my parents' house. In every apartment neighborhood I've lived in, there were always a handful of apartments that got robbed, burglarized, but none of mine ever were. And I've always felt that it probably had to do with my habit of staying up all night until dawn with all of the lights on.
You think that's what kept the burglars away?
Probably.
And so, what does that have to do with me?
Well, since you also do the exact same thing at night, I thought maybe you could stay here and look after the place while I'm away on my hunting trip. You would be paid well for just staying up until dawn with all of the lights on.
How well? Have fun on your assassin assignment. I mean, hunting trip.
Very funny.
You have your hunting rifle?
In the trunk. I'll call you tomorrow. See you in 6 days.
I'll be here. Bye.
Bye.
Or will I? Well, to everything in here that could be sold for as much as $5, the night owl burglar is here. Oh, hello. Again, neighbor.
This was left on my doormat, just like the others.
Again? That's the 6th time.
Don't blame me, talk to UPS.
Maybe I will. Wait. Since you've been here 3 times already, would you let me invite you in for a drink?
Sure. As long as it's nothing alcoholic. I'm 11 months sober.
Don't worry, there is no alcohol whatsoever in my apartment because I don't drink it.
Then I accept your invitation.
Wonderful. Come on in, I'll leave the door open for you.
I'm sorry. I never should have gotten behind the wheel of my car. Can you forgive me?